Easy go.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of World Economies. We've reached economic giant Brazil, so without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Brazil is a presidential republic. The capital is Brasilia. The main languages are Portuguese, German, Japanese, and Italian. Main religions are Roman Catholic and Protestant. Population is about 209 million. They use the real as their currency. Brazil's economy is divided into agriculture 5.5%, industry 18.5%, and services 76%. Brazil's industrial sector has seen rapid growth since its establishment in the 19th century, and Brazil's many industrial companies produce a wide range of manufactured products. The main industrial sectors include traditional industries such as textiles, clothing, cement, lumber, food processing, leather, glass, and paper, mineral-based industries including iron and aluminum, high-tech industries, including electronics, aircraft and transport equipment, and heavy industries such as machinery, cars, petrochemicals, and steel. High amount of foreign investment in the industrial sector has allowed extensive development in technology, and Brazil uses some of the most high-tech industrial equipment in the Americas. Main industrial centers are located in large cities along the coast, such as São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Fortaleza, Belo Horizonte, and Salvador. Mining, an important sector since the Brazilian gold rush in the 17th century, is also important, and Brazil is endowed with huge mineral deposits, with total mineral wealth estimated at about $21.8 trillion. Iron ore, gold, nickel, copper, uranium, platinum, tin, manganese, phosphate, diamonds, and bauxite are the main minerals mined, and Brazil is the world's fifth largest producer of gold, third largest producer of bauxite, third largest producer of iron ore, fifth largest producer of tin, and seventh largest producer of nickel. The main Brazilian mining company is Vale. Brazil has a well-developed banking sector based around the financial capital of São Paulo, with substantial deposits and foreign exchange reserves. Banking alone accounts for around 16% of the GDP, with total deposits at around $740 billion. Many of Brazil's banking companies are among the largest in the world, including Itaú Unibanco and Banco do Brasil, and the São Paulo Stock Exchange is also among the largest in the world. Brazil's banking sector has recently experienced a crisis caused by rising inflation, mounting foreign debt, and loss of capital. Brazil has a huge and highly productive agricultural sector that benefits from large amounts of arable land, a tropical climate, and an abundance of irrigatable water, and continually ranks as one of the largest in the world. Over 65 million hectares of land are cultivated, and the sector employs more than 16 million people. Brazil is the world's largest producer of sugarcane, coffee, oranges, and soybeans, and a major global producer of cocoa, rubber, cotton, tobacco, bananas, flowers, beans, wine, corn, cassava, rice, wheat, and vegetables. Poultry and cattle are the main livestock raised, mostly for beef, which Brazil is the world's largest exporter of. Most crop production takes place in the south region. However, a series of irrigation systems are being developed to cultivate the dry central Cerrado region. Brazil continually researches new agricultural technologies, such as genetic crop modification and biofuel, particularly ethanol, a fuel replacement for oil that Brazil is the world's largest producer and consumer of. Land-owning corruption and rural poverty are unfortunately major problems in the agricultural sector, as is the poor road network that for years has hindered agricultural distribution and transportation. Brazil's many natural and historic sites and landmarks have attracted millions of local and foreign tourists and contributed substantially to the economy. Leisure, nature, historic, adventure, and cultural tourism are just some of the many tourism types in Brazil, and the country receives around 6.5 million tourists annually and makes about $21 billion off the tourism sector. Popular sites include Christ the Redeemer statue, the Amazon rainforest, Iguazu Falls, Copacabana Beach, Fernando de Noronha Island, Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, Guanabara Bay, Maracana Stadium, Chapada Diamantina National Park, the São Paulo Museum of Art, the Imperial Museum, Beach Park Resort, Ipanema Beach, Jardim Botanical Park, and Sugarloaf Mountain. Brazil's exports are valued at about $217.7 billion. The main export goods are machinery, soybeans, coffee, clothing, cars, sugarcane, iron, gold, timber, electronics, chemicals, beef, and steel. The main export partners are China, the US, Germany, Argentina, and Japan. Imports are valued at about $150.7 billion. The main import goods are machinery, electronics, chemicals, oil, and parts. The main import partners are China, the US, Argentina, Germany, and South Korea. Brazil's nominal GDP is about $2.058 trillion. GDP growth is about 2.4%. GDP per capita is $9,800. Brazil is the world's 9th largest economy. Unemployment is about 11.7%. The population below poverty line is 11.2%. The labor force is about 120 million, and inflation is 3.8%. Alright guys, make sure to like and subscribe. The economy of Brunei is coming up next. And before you leave, I just want to give a quick shout out to Why the Why, his gaming YouTube video.